Like to have everybody's attention for a moment.
There's a stat. I don't like bringing up stats, but there's one stat about the Panthers.
In the world is James Harden better scorer than Michael Jordan?
No, he's more creative in that.
Traveling is not creative, Brandon.
He doesn't.
No matter what the score is, and they've said it themselves, whether they're up 10, down 20, whatever, they know they can turn it on whenever.
Why did you have to bring up the Cowboys in this conversation?
Lived in Texas for 2 years and just could not stand to watch Cowboys football.
All right, listen up.
Welcome to The Rundown. Here's Desmond Johnson.
And welcome into another live edition of The Rundown. I think it might be our last rundown for the season. Shout out to Cardinal Plumbing and Draining Services in Kernersville for the sponsorship for this 6-week run. Make sure you like and subscribe on the Tobacco Road Sports Radio YouTube channel and Facebook page as well. Desmond Johnson in the house here. Hot Rod Funderburk in the house. Brandon Blakney in the house. And Ryan Stone sitting in for PJ Harrison, who is on assignment. Shout out to PJ. He's hired new assistant coach over at Oak Ridge Military Academy. So he's got some scouting he had to do today, so he was not able to join us. But pulled in a heavy hitter and Ryan Stone. And shout out to Ryan. Got to announce Ryan is officially engaged, off the market.
Good job, Ryan.
Appreciate it. Finally,
a lot of hearts breaking out there.
Breaking all over the triad.
Finally got him down. I love it. So let me get us situated here. Going to just get right into it, guys. It's heavy NBA today. Spurs Thunder Game 7 is literally what everybody wanted when they saw this matchup start off. I'm kind of honest, man. This series after the first game is getting kind of boring. Like whoever wins whatever game, they kind of blow the other team out. So I can't really get a gauge on what's going to happen here. OKC has the home court advantage, so the Game 7 will be at OKC. That is tonight. Brandon, let's start off with you. I wanted to ask this question and go around the panel quick. We know what Wemby is to the Spurs, and we know what Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is to the Thunder. But who is the second most important player for both teams going into this matchup?
Yeah, honestly, man, it could go a lot of different ways. For the Spurs, I think it come down to two. One, Stephen Castle cutting down on the turnovers because he has been given possession after possession after possession away. But I think that if he can control the ball, control the tempo, control the turnovers, and continue to do what he's been doing for the most part, that's crucial. And for them also off the bench, because speaking of PJ, made a really good point about OKC's bench kind of carrying the load when those runs come and they take those leads when Wemby's off the court. So Dylan Harper, man, has been incredible off the bench as a rookie. Had 18 in their last game. Dude is a bucket and is not afraid to play on the big time stage. So love that for him. And then on the other end, OKC definitely, in my opinion, Chet Holmgren. He got to bring his big boy pants on. You're not going to stop Wemby, but maybe frustrate him, put some pressure on him, get some fouls called on him on the offensive side, like attack him, make him work. So that way he's expending more energy because dude's playing, 40 plus minutes per game in this series, damn near. So I think he's got to take it personal. Chet got to take it personal, man.
Ron, your thoughts? Who's the second most important player for both these teams going into this?
I agree with Castle, especially for the Spurs. I think I love Stephon Castle. If he's not on the next Olympic team, I'll be pretty disappointed. I agree on the turnovers, but he's just such a dog, man. Like he doesn't care if he scores 20 or 5. He's going to rebound, he's going to pass, he's going to guard. Regardless, he's a team guy. Like I think Stephon Castle is the second most important for the Spurs. I don't know if there's a second guy for Oklahoma City. Like I think it kind of is the bench. Like it's kind of the collective of the guys. I mean, if Jalen Williams was healthy, I would say Jalen Williams, but I think it kind of is the collection. And I think I kind of expect kind of what Brandon was talking about after what we've seen from the Spurs here recently with some whatever you want to call it, physical play, cheap shots, whatever you want to call it. I would be shocked if Oklahoma City doesn't come out early and send a message back. Like if I'm sending Hartenstein at Wemby, if I'm the Spurs in this game, like I'm not gonna be shy about it. If he wants to get down like that, then we're gonna do the same thing, especially in Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
I'm really curious how the refs are going to call this game. It's a game 7. You would think, winners going to the NBA Finals. You would think the refs are going to kind of let some things go that they normally
would. It's inconsistent, man. It's been inconsistent.
To your point, Des, about the way that the blowouts. It's because teams now, it's different. The NBA is just different. Like teams don't try to come back. Yeah. They pull the guys.
Yeah.
Like Oklahoma City with 8 minutes left in game 6, they pulled everybody. Like they're not trying to come back. Like they're just, we're going to get rest for games for the next game. Like that's just kind of what the NBA does now.
That drives me nuts because especially in today's NBA game, a 20-point lead isn't safe. Like literally, how many times the Knicks came back from 22 down in game 1 of their series, and just completely flipped that series against the Cavaliers. It just feels like if you were up 20 something points in like 1997, like it's a wrap. It's done. Like you're not coming back from like in the fourth quarter or something. Yeah, I can see them sitting them. But in today's NBA, where they're shooting like
take 5 minutes,
63s, like in a game, you can boom, 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 and catch back up to it all of a sudden. Rod, who do you think? Who's the second best player, or who's the most needed player after Wemby and SGA for their team to win between the Spurs and the Thunder tonight?
So, Ryan and Brandon, they're not wrong with what they're saying with Castle being the second best player or second needed player. I think Castle has been very consistent throughout this whole series, and that's important. But I think the most important person that needs to get on board is Fox for the Spurs. Fox has to not go 0-7 to begin the game like he did in the last game. We're talking about if he comes out in the game 7 and he starts out 0-7 again from the field, the Spurs could be in some trouble because, like I said, I feel Castle's going to be consistent, and I think Fox needs to be that next guy. And in this particular game 7, I think Fox for the Spurs has to be the second and best and most important player on the Spurs team. Now, when you slide over to Oklahoma, man, I'm thinking it's got to be Hartenstein. And the reason that I say that is because they're going to OKC is going to double Wemby. They're going to use Holmgren and they're going to use Hartenstein. But Hartenstein's your guy who you don't really want him to score a whole bunch of points. If he uses all 5, 6 of his fouls, let him use them. You know what I'm saying? Let him go ahead and frustrate Wemby, get Wemby out of there, block Wemby shots from the back, hit him in the back, do whatever you got to do to frustrate Wemby. Come out whenever Wemby screening someone, Hartenstein's got to be on the other side, making sure Wemby screened off as well, and he can't flow down to the paint and get an easy bucket. He's just got to be completely physical with Wemby for them to win that game. But it's going to be a heck of a game. I think Oklahoma's probably going to pull it out because they have more experience in going in game 7s. This is, hey, when it comes to game 7s, the Spurs are virgins, man. This is their first game 7. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come out and how they play, especially playing game 7 away from your home court.
I think that's a valid point about De'Aaron Fox. I just want to say really quick too, Rod, because if you can say that, he's a veteran on this squad. He's one of those experienced guys that has to be the leader, that has played playoff basketball and has been in crunch time. So I think even off the court, him being that leader, that calming presence is going to be big for that young squad.
I'm sitting there trying to figure out if I'm the Knicks, crazy stat, the Knicks are going to play like 4 games over like 28 days or something like that. Like they literally are they're going to have like an 8-day rest before they play game 1, because game 1 of the finals is like Wednesday, I think, of next week.
Yeah, Wednesday, June 3rd. Yeah.
So they'll have all this time off there. If I'm the Knicks, who would you rather have? And I was having this conversation with PJ and B-Dot during Believe in Hills Hoops when we were talking about this, and they were adamant that they would rather the Knicks would rather play OKC. I disagree. I'm like, I would rather take the team that's never been there before. I know they got an alien patrol in the middle.
They match up better too with the Spurs. It's a better.
They've already beat the Spurs in a championship game.
Yeah,
right. They were in the Spring Cup thing or whatever, right? Yeah. So I'm just trying to decide who would, if I'm Jalen Brunson, who do I want to take my Knicks into battle with? And I'm like, the Thunder have been here before. They won this last year. The Thunder have won 125 games in like 2 years.
And no offense to like the Spurs home court, they have a good home court. It's not Oklahoma City.
It's not. It's a college atmosphere there. Man.
Yeah, OKC's kind of got a college thing going on in there. So PJ's actually watching. You're supposed to be scouting right now. PJ says don't have to deal with Wemby. That was his whole thing.
I just feel like Shea is the best player on the planet, though, man. If you want to avoid going to battle against him, in my opinion,
Because I was going to bring this up too, because SGA's gone through a lot of heat the past week or so with his flops.
He's definitely the best scorer. I can't
Yeah, I mean, dude is elite, and to be honest, I mean, I don't think he's quite even really probably just entering his prime still right now. Like, he has gotten better, noticeably better every single year. And yeah, people can complain about the flopping, but if you hear talk about people guarding him, other players, like he creates a lot of contact. He's a strong dude. He's physical, and he makes you foul him.
His game is kind of like Kawhi Leonard. It's like all mid range. He can get to the cup when he wants to. And he can get to the foul line. Like, I can't really be mad at him for drawing fouls. If they're going to call it, then that's fine.
Yeah, it's
a lot of flashes of Kobe too.
A lot of people get mad at him. Like the refs are the one letting him calling it.
Yeah, right.
For taking advantage of it.
My whole thing is why didn't San Antonio taking advantage of if they're going to get those calls? Why are you not trying to do the same thing? Like, I get it if you're not getting the calls because you're jacking 45 threes. Like, you're not going to get calls that way. But I think that's the problem with SGA is that he's not driving to the hoop every time either. Like, he's shooting a three and falling down without getting touched, stuff like that. Now, that kind of stuff, I'm like, okay, the refs have to kind of figure it out. And I did not like Adam Silver's comments a couple days ago about how the officiating's been great, like during the NBA playoffs. I'm like, what's he supposed to say? Like, he's the NBA commissioner of the playoffs. He's going, our refs are horrible right now during the playoff run. I don't know what we're doing with it. Like, he's not going to say that, but don't just lie to my face. Just be like, they're great. They're fantastic.
They're consistent, man.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon, you're right. SGA is an elite player, man, but I think as this series is going on, you can kind of figure SGA out a little bit, man. He is a guy who needs to get to certain spots. He looks like that guy who practices a certain way. When he gets to this spot on the floor that's a jumper, doesn't matter how contorted he is in the air, he's going to hit it. But when you take away his spots and you don't allow him to get to his spots, I think he has a hard time converting a lot of his field goals. And I think the Spurs have figured that out on defense. They're not letting SGA get to his spots. They're doubling him. He's not able to slip through the middle of those doubles and attack the basket the way that he's used to. Now, he's still going to get those foul calls. He's probably going to go to the line about 12 to 15 times a game, which is huge. But he is not converting those field goals the way that he was doing in the regular season. So I think so I think the SGA's been figured out just a little bit as the Spurs have gone on through these
They're
playoffs.
carrying him a box. They're putting him in a box. Like, they've continued to make adjustments. Like, it seems like every quarter they make adjustments.
Who figured that out? You know who figured that out? JJ Redick. JJ Redick figured that out in the Lakers series. Like, they didn't stop the Thunder, but they kind of unlocked what to do with SGA. Like, they're doing the same thing the Lakers were doing to SGA in that series because he didn't really have a good series against the Lakers. But I don't know. Go ahead, Ryan. You were about to say something.
I think it's a lot of it's Castle. Like, Castle has been guarding him like 94 feet, and hounding him. I'm like physical in the backcourt with him. Like, he's making him work for everything, and I think that's a lot of it.
I agree. And he's a big guard, but a bad game for Shea, an off game is still 25 points.
Yeah,
right. Because he's getting to the free throw line like 14 times or whatever. So, like, he can still kind of. And Jordan used to do the same thing. Like, I'm not going to sit and act like Michael Jordan didn't have nights where he went, 9 for 26 or something like that, but he went to the free throw line like 15 times and still finished with like 27 points or whatnot. So I'm not going to whitewash that, but I don't know, just the whole, he is starting to get into a category where it's like the elite of the elite, like in terms of what he's doing. Like, if he gets to the NBA finals and he's two-time back-to-back MVP or whatever, there's only a couple players ever that have ever done, like Jordan, LeBron, I think Bird,
and Steph Curry.
Steph Curry, he's mid-20s right now. That's
top 10. Like, to me, I just named off people in my top 10 of all time. Like, I can't put SGA in my top 10 of all time.
Not at 25. Who was in the top 10 of all time?
Not Michael Jordan.
No, not Jordan. I mean, because that was only like year 2 or 3 for him. I can't really. Maybe Kareem.
LeBron hadn't won a chip yet.
Kareem, maybe Kareem had a title like year 2 or year 1.
Magic had. I
mean. I could see at 25 that Wemby eventually getting there because he still has 3 more years before he's 25.
That's my question, because I've even got my wife hooked on watching this a little bit, where before she'd be like, if I'm like, I'm gonna watch a little NBA playoffs, I'm like, oh no, that alien dude's playing for San Antonio. You wanna watch him? She's like, yeah, and we'll turn it on. She's like, why is he so much taller than everybody else? I'm like, I don't know why.
He was genetically bred in the lab.
What's his move? Like, he doesn't have a signature dream shake hook. Like he doesn't have a move in the paint. He just gets in there and just kind of, like what does he need to do? I mean, it's not like he doesn't have two of the greatest post players of all time in the stands watching him, and David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Like if Wemby could adapt Tim Duncan's footwork, you wouldn't be able to guard him. Like there's nothing. What are you going to do? He's already dribbling between the legs and popping 30-foot threes at 7'5". Like it feels like somebody created a video game character and just like put it in the NBA. And
I think they should make a call to a different part of Texas and get Akeem Olajuwon to work with him a little bit. But that
during the summer, he was working with Akeem a little bit. Yeah. Has anybody ever seen his parents though? Like what?
Nah. I have not.
I just told you where he came from.
Yeah. He's an Ivan Drago type character.
No, we've never seen the dude's parents before, so we don't even know if he's like actually like a real human. He could be like some kind of android or something like that sitting here. And he's actually panning out. How many times is the first round or the number 1 overall pick actually pan out? Like he's really. When was that? 2 years ago when he got drafted?
Yeah, when you got generational talents like that, though, like it's just basically stay healthy.
Yeah, pretty much. And he went through that. He had the blood clot thing last year. And I will say, I mentioned earlier in the week, anytime him or Chet fall down, like I get nervous because it's just like limbs everywhere. It's like
I get more nervous. I get more nervous about Chet than Wemby. Wemby has like some visible muscle. Like I don't know what Chet Holmgren does in the
he's like running on mastics. Yeah, like he'll be on the ground. There was one play a couple of games back where Chet's on the ground, they're wrestling for a ball, and there's like dudes diving on the ball and stuff on the ground, and his legs are just like it's like 5 feet of legs. He's just like like all like this, like on the ground. There's like people falling. Like, oh my god, they're gonna break this dude's leg or whatever on national TV.
Who's the other? Was it Hashim Thabit? Was that the other big guy that like he kind of his build reminds me of Hashim Thabit a little bit?
No,
he's a little thicker. Yeah, he's a little thicker.
It's somebody else that I can't think of. That was like a top 10 pick, and I felt the same way about Holmgren that I felt about him. And that guy, I can't remember who it was. He didn't work out. But
yeah, I think I'm trying to think of somebody who's got a real thin frame or whatnot. But
Holmgren, I mean, I gotta give Holmgren credit. He's worked out for the most part. I mean, he
really has, and they've locked all of them up. They've locked up.
Yeah, they
locked up Chet. They locked up Boyd. Like they've got their core together for the next 3 or 4 years at minimum, and they still got like 11 first-round picks or something coming up. Would you break this up and bring in Giannis? Like I keep hearing people say this, or would you break up the Knicks to try to go get Giannis? Like. Why? Why are you trying to do it if it's working? I see this with Charlotte. People were like, yeah, you should break up, send this and that, LaMelo this way and that way and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, they finally got it together. Like, why are you trying to break it up now for a 31-year-old Giannis that has honestly gotten injury prone the past couple of years? Like, I don't really know if I can depend on Giannis to be the guy. And I could see Giannis like in Miami or something next year. I don't think he's gonna be in Milwaukee, but
he don't want to play in Milwaukee. That's why he said,
I could definitely see breaking it up if you don't win. Like if you don't win, I could see breaking it up because you have nothing to lose. I mean, because if let's say OKC doesn't win, right? Well, dude, they have to do something in order to build their team to beat Wembanyama.
And that's where it shifted.
And that's where it would shift to me. You got to bring in someone to handle him because that would mean that Chet can't do it. And was it Herschenstein? They can't do it.
So, I think the Knicks would be more likely to break up though. OKC's won. They know they have a championship team, and they found their formula. They've been talking about getting Karl Towns out of
but they don't have the draft capital to get them. They don't have the draft capital to get them.
The
New York Knicks.
Now they have
that's why I was saying OKC does.
They got the players to get them.
I think Oklahoma City, in my opinion, like Jalen Williams has been hurt a lot this year. So I mean, the Thunder haven't really even been at full strength most of the season, and they've still done this. And they have a top 10 pick. I believe in this year's draft. I think for Oklahoma City's fine. Like even if they don't win at all, like I think they're fine.
Yeah. See, and everyone's always like, everyone this year is like, whoever wins it, the Knicks or whoever, the Knicks in particular, you better get it this year because after this year, it feels like it's going to be Wemby's NBA, and like everyone's just going to be looking at the Spurs and Wemby, and I'm like, I don't know. I am hoping that the Charlotte Hornets are a year behind where Detroit is right now. Like where Detroit, because Detroit was in the lottery with us like 3 years ago, like when they got Kate Cunningham or whatever. And we got, what did we get in that draft? I don't remember. I think it was Salon or whatever. I think we were like number 7 or something like that in that draft. but they kind of went through what we went through the tail end of last year. They went through that the whole of last year or the year before last, and then this year came out the gate hot. And I'm hoping if Charlotte can do what they did from January onward, starting in November, and be healthy and get hot, I think Charlotte's a top 3 squad in the East, because the East is kind of in disarray. We don't know what Indiana's going to be until Halliburton's back, and other than the Knicks and Boston, I guess Philly seems like they're kind of in flux. So, and I'm even gonna. You would think if a team made the Eastern Conference Finals that you would think they're going to probably get back maybe or get close to it next year. I do not feel that way about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like the fact they brought James Harden in to fix their problems in the postseason makes no sense to me, like at all. Like this dude just disappears.
I hated that trade, but Darius Garland, you talk about fragile. Like
I actually do think the Harden trade kind of worked out. I think people have been a little harsh on that.
Like, I mean, it got them to where they, but it wasn't going to get them past where they were.
I mean, give them a whole year with him though, and a whole offseason.
I don't think they would have gotten to the Eastern Conference Finals if they hadn't made that trade.
I would agree with that, because people forget last year they were the 1 seed in the East and lost
and
like
Darius
first round
Garland,
or something.
I mean,
lost in the first round.
They were down like 3 starters the whole series too, though, like injuries.
See, and I'm not going to give that as an excuse to the Knicks, because the Knicks are playing like generational playoff ball right now, regardless of who they've faced. Ever since they were down to Atlanta, like was it like 2-1 or something? They had that player only meeting. They've just been blowing people out, and I'm kind of rooting for the Knicks. I never thought I would say this. But I'm kind of rooting for the Knicks to win the whole thing, because I don't know what it is. I don't like the Thunder. Like, I just don't like them. Like, I don't know why. Like, they play the right way. Like, they're deep, they're young. Like, they're very good in terms of teamwork and everything you want in a basketball team. SGA is a model guy in terms of who you'd like to model a kid's game after. But there's something about him. I just don't. It's different from when like Golden State was winning, because Golden State you could kind of get behind it. Like when Steph would get hot or something, like it was different. Because he's kind of boring. Like, it's like, I don't know if I want them to be the team that we talk about that everyone's chasing in the NBA, which is what kind of is going on right now. But everybody else, Spurs have a storyline with Wemby and his development and the international aspect of it. The Knicks are the Knicks. Like, it's New York. It's
I don't want the Knicks to win.
I ain't gonna lie, the Knicks winning would be fire.
Well, I don't want the Knicks to win. The Knicks fans are worse than the freaking Cowboy fans, dog.
Here we go.
That's the only reason. They are
fans.
Some of the worst fans in the world. And they remind me a lot of Cowboy fans. So no, I don't want the Knicks to win.
For those that are new here, Hot Rod Funderburk, while he is a diehard Cowboy fan, he's one of the realest Cowboy fans you will ever come across. Like, he will cuss out Jerry Jones in a hot second if you give him a minute. Like, he's not one of those. We're going to the Super Bowl this year, like every year.
Oh, I'll cuss out many Cowboy fans too for being stupid.
So give me some picks for tonight. Who you got, Spurs and Thunder, before we hit this commercial break?
I just want to put it out. I just want to put it out there that I am fine with any of these 3 teams winning the championship.
As long as it wasn't Cleveland. We're good to go. Like, we're not Cavs.
He'll be back.
Who y'all got? Give me real quick.
I got
Spurs or
Thunder.
Thunder?
Yep.
All 3?
Well, I'm gonna go Spurs since y'all went Thunder. Yeah, I'm going.
I like that. It's you're keeping the jinx.
I'm going against the herd. I'm going.
Yeah, because I'm kind of leaning Thunder because of what you said earlier in the segment about the atmosphere at OKC. That might get to the Spurs. The Spurs are really young. This is a really young roster.
I mean, they're just also a different team at home. Like Oklahoma City,
they
really are.
Like you look at, they get for whatever reason on the road. Especially in San Antonio, they've kind of gotten away from who they are, like as a team, and it doesn't happen at home though. Even the game they lost at home.
I mean Oklahoma has the most experience when it comes to playoffs and game 7s. I mean, so it's definitely I would say the needle's leaning toward Oklahoma, but like I said, I'm going against the herd. I'm going Spurs.
I think I'm going to go. It really depends on which Wemby shows up. If the Wemby shows up that showed up in game 6, like from the very beginning.
Yeah. You're right, Des. You're right. Wemby has to attack the basket. He can't stay on the perimeter. He has to attack the basket. On defense, he has to stay in that paint. He has to rotate himself around that goal and around the backboard in the paint, and he can't allow them to draw him out on the perimeter, man. So you're right. It depends on what Wemby shows up. You're exactly right.
If that Wemby shows up, I'm going to take the Spurs in the upset. If Wemby doesn't have a hot first quarter, I think OKC jumps on them early, and this becomes a learning lesson for the Spurs, and They go off in the offseason trying to figure out what they need to do to get past the Thunder. And we're going to probably get Thunder Knicks in the NBA Finals, which actually doesn't sound like a bad finals, to be honest. So we'll see. Let's take a quick break.
Des, who'd you go with?
I'm going to go with the Spurs. I'm going
Spurs. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm hoping Wemby is what people think he is. Like, if he's what he truly is supposed to be, Game 7, this is when you show up. Like, this is the game that your resume gets written.
Look, you got to get your heart broken a couple times, man. Like,
I think you do.
I mean, Magic Johnson did.
I'm a firm believer in that. Magic's the only one that didn't.
Like the exception, but
yeah, he's the only one that got.
He also got to play with Kareem. That was kind of helpful. But.
That helps a little bit too.
Yeah.
That's
Tim Duncan didn't either.
I'm old school. I feel like, especially in the NBA, it's sort of in the NFL, but not as much as it used to be. But in the NBA in particular, you usually have to hit some walls before you win the whole thing. And even with OKC, it seems like it happened really fast, but people forget they were the 1 seed like 2 years ago and lost like in the first round or whatever. Like they've been knocking on the door for a minute. The Spurs are kind of starting to, and maybe this is what maybe they do need to lose to the Thunder to kind of be that thing. The Knicks have kind of gone through this. They went through this last year. So you got to go through some attrition before you actually win in the NBA, unless you're Magic Johnson and the Showtime Lakers.
And Tim Duncan as well.
You put him Dave Robinson in the finals the next year.
But Dave Robinson couldn't win without Tim Duncan. He never won it before. Him and Avery Johnson, they was always knocking on the door.
I remember the Spurs teams.
They couldn't get over the hump until they got Tim.
Oh, you remember the David Robinson Nikes? They had like the little pump on the side.
I think so. Yeah. God, you're going way back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was like middle school for me. Like David Robinson Nikes with the little pump. They didn't even advertise the pump. They had a little pump like on the ankle.
Yeah,
you got to hit that before you dunk.
Yeah, David Robinson, Bo Jackson's. Okay, let me stop. Let me take a quick break. When we come back, I didn't get a chance to get into it last week, but they're trying to mess up college football, in my opinion. They're trying to add even more teams to the college football playoff. What number is the magic number that it needs to be for this to make sense? Or are we going to just turn this into a 78 team, half the teams in D1 field like they're trying to do in basketball? We'll get to that in just a bit. Plus, a little bit later on, should the Charlotte Hornets pursue Zion Williamson? Off of an article from my buddy Skylar Callahan over at Hornets on SI that he wrote earlier this week. We'll get to all that more in just a bit. It was still a rundown brought to you by Cardinal Plumbing and Drain Services of Kernersville.
I'll just be wild.
You're listening to The Rundown with Desmond Johnson.
Hey, Triad, got plumbing problems? Call the pros at Cardinal Plumbing and Drain Services. Clogged drain? No hot water? Leak driving you crazy? Cardinal's got you covered with expert drain cleaning, water heater repair, sewer services, and more, all from a licensed and insured local team that you can trust. They're family-owned, fast, and reliable with straightforward pricing and top-tier service every time. Don't wait. Call 336-848-9499 or visit call-cardinal.com right now. When your pipes say no, Cardinal says go. Cardinal Plumbing and Drain Services, Kernersville's call for quality.
I don't know what happened to that watch, dog. That watch is hot. I like that watch.
Kernersville, it's game on. Your new home for cold beer, killer food, and every game that matters. Check out the menu with everything from Wagyu burgers to loaded hot dogs, crispy buffalo wings, and signature sauces. Take in every NFL, NBA, college, and primetime sports matchup on massive screens, plus cornhole, DJ parties, karaoke nights, and a huge selection of arcade games. Bring your crew, bring your A-game, bring your hunger. Game On Brew Pub, 727 East Mountain Street in Kernersville.
Hey family, this is Sabrina Wingo from Taste of the Triad, right here in Winston-Salem. When you walk through our doors, you're stepping into a place where Southern hospitality meets the best soul food in the Triad. We serve up a wide variety of options every single day in our cafeteria-style setting, from crispy fried chicken, incredible ribs, tender collard greens, to creamy mac and cheese, fresh vegetables, homemade desserts, and sweet cornbread just like Grandma used to me. Whether you're craving classic comfort food or exploring our daily specials, there is always something to make your taste buds dance. And now you can enjoy the taste of the Triad from the comfort of your home. We're on DoorDash. This means our hot home-style meals are just a few taps away. So come see us in person or order online and find out why we're called the best soul food in the Triad. Taste of the Triad, where you can have Sunday dinner anytime. Our address is 4320 Old Walkertown Road in Winston-Salem.
Looking to buy or sell a home in the Triad area? Meet Nikki Rottweiler of Head Realty Group at eXp Realty, a local pro with over 6 years of experience serving Winston-Salem and beyond. Need a fast turnaround? Nikki is your go-to. Just ask her clients. She closes deals quickly without cutting corners. From Kernersville to Rural Hall, her expertise is in the Triad market shines. And she's more than your agent. Nikki is a proud supporter of local high school athletics, cheering on your local teams and backing your community all the way. Want service with speed, insight, and hometown heart? Call Nikki Rottweiler with Head Realty Group at eXp Realty today, 336-448-9309, and let her open the door to your next home.
Tobacco Road Sports Radio, your home for Triad sports.
Whether you like it or don't like it, sit down and look at it because it's the best going today. Woo!
TobaccoRoadSportsRadio.com.
This is Con Knipple from the Charlotte Hornets, and you're listening to Tobacco Road Sports Radio, your home for live sports in the Triad.
Back to the rundown with Desmond Johnson.
Welcome back into the rundown, brought to you by Cardinal Plumbing and Drain Services of Kernersville. Make sure you check them out today. Joe Weevil and his folks will get you hooked up if you got any kind of issues with plumbing. They service the entire Triad, and they are the official plumbing service of the Charlotte Hornets radio network here in the Triad. Desmond Johnson in the house with Hot Rod Funderburk, Brandon Blakney, and Ryan Stone. And I didn't get to this last week. We ran out of time. And I wanted to get to it because I think it's dumb, and we need to discuss this and figure out what are they trying to do here. College football playoffs, 24-team expansion. The Big Ten is all for this. The SEC wants to go to 16. Good or bad for the sport? Because I felt like they kind of hit the sweet spot with what they've done the past 2 years in terms of where it is now. It's 12 teams right now. And even that might be too many. They might have been fine with just 8. But 12, okay, fine. Because when you get to 11 and 12, you start to get to these 3-loss, 4-loss teams that probably have no business being there. Although, what was Miami seeded last year? Hold on. I think I got Ryan still muted.
Miami was the 10, I believe.
See? So if in an 8 playoff field, Miami wouldn't even been in it. So,
well, the only reason Miami was the 10, truthfully, is because the ACC is run by a bunch of morons, and they didn't get to play in the ACC championship game.
Refresh my memory. What happened there? Because
it was the way the tiebreaker thing was, or something. Yeah, like that. They have some.
That's right. Duke got in. Duke got in.
Scored or something. What is
some wacky tiebreaker when it should just be the highest ranked team?
Yeah. Yeah. My worry about that. Well, first, let me get your opinion on this. 24-team expansion, good or bad for the sport? Let me start with you, Rod. What do you think about this? Because that sounds like a lot. That's the whole top 25. Like,
it's definitely bad. It's definitely bad for the sport of college football, man. Because now you're talking about your rivalry weekends at the end of the year mean absolutely nothing. They're probably going to sit players down on rivalry weekend, which is a big time when people get together and really watch college football. Then you're talking about the first round of the playoffs going into possibly take Miami being ranked number 10. Miami playing JMU. Come on, man. That's week 1 of the regular football season. That's week 1. Miami playing JMU. You going to watch that? You going to get Amazon, or you going to get one of these primetime networks to pay big money to see that? No, I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see it. Then you're going to have to take away your championship games if you go to 24 teams. You got to take away the SEC championship, ACC championship, the Big Ten championship. Come on, man. That's part of what makes college football so great and so fun to watch. You're pretty much going to be moving back into NBA style of play. And what I mean by that is it's going to be football load management. Now, you're going to play hard at the beginning of the season. And then when you get to the end of the season, you're just going to try and regulate, load manage your guys where they are. We don't need it. We're not going to a championship conference game. We're going to wind up playing a JMU if we're in there. I mean, rivalry weekend means nothing. So now you're going back to load management in college football. Who wants to watch that? I don't. And I probably won't watch the beginning. I won't watch it until it gets probably to 12 teams left. So, I mean, I think it's going in the wrong direction, me personally, but I could be wrong as two left shoes.
Ryan, what do you think? Because you're heavy in college football, and
4 teams is
that's a lot.
Abomination. Why on earth do we need the entire top 25 in the college football playoff? Do you want me to run through who some of these teams were that would be in the college
Yeah, actually, I'm very curious.
Number 24 was North Texas last year. Number 23 was Navy. 22 was Houston. 21 was a Michigan team that could barely score any points.
Oh my God.
USC, who could not play an ounce of defense, was number 19 in the country. Like, it is the stupidest idea that I have ever heard. When it comes, like, I don't know who these people. Josh Pate is probably one of the more trusted college football voices out there, and he made a very good point. College football and college sports should be run by people who actually like them, because this is who won't. Nobody. I've not heard one person say, you know what would be great. 24 teams. Yeah, I never even heard somebody say 12 teams would be great. People just wanted freaking 8 teams.
Yeah, 8 was the sweet spot. It really was.
They were like, you know what? We'll bypass that. How about 12?
Yeah.
We'll give you four extra teams that nobody.
You know what it is? It's the Big Ten and the SEC, because they think, well, if we get 4 extra teams, that means there's an extra 1 or 2 for us, an extra 1 or 2 for you. Like, they're not even thinking about the ACC or anybody else.
And they're also thinking an extra couple $1 million coming to the
conference.
Money
grab. I guess they've done the math, and I guess that if you get 2 extra teams in the playoff, it equals out to more money than having an actual championship game, I guess, because there's no way.
Wow.
There's no way there's value in having a championship game with 24 teams. Honestly, if I'm a coach, like, why are we even playing 12 games in the regular season?
How many games does that add? Like another 4 games, doesn't it? 3 games to your 4 games to your end of your season. So you're playing.
Well, if you were in the top 8, you get a bye. I believe.
Oh yeah. So you probably have to play 3 games to win it. So you're talking about
if you're like the 10th ranked team in the country and you make a run like Miami did, you're talking about
4 games,
at least 3 extra games,
17 games, 16 games, like in a season. Like, I mean, that's kind of crazy. Brandon, your thoughts on this? I'm hearing from Rod and Ryan. No, so like, what are you thinking about this? Good or bad for the sport? 24 team expansion. The Big Ten is pushing for this. The SEC wants to move to 16 teams. The ACC is kind of like, hey man, whatever. Like we'll roll whatever you guys want to do, I guess.
Let us get 1 team in the field.
Let us get it. Maybe we get 2. We get 2 now. What do you think, Brandon? 24 too much, or we're just scratching the surface here?
24 is a lot. I mean, I feel like they're just catching up to the Division 2 and Division 3 models. 24 is a lot of teams. I'm all for it. I'm all for more football. I'm all for more games. I'm all for more opportunities for guys to get more film. It's also bonuses to it too for guys that are getting to play on a bigger stage that you might not have seen, like a North Texas, where I forgot where their coach. He ended up getting a head coaching job and taking like half the team. Like, and their quarterback was a freshman last year, a walk-on at that. Like, they were a really young team. They had like 2 freshmen in the backfield. Like, lead receiver was a freshman. So I'm all for it, giving these guys a bigger platform to, like I said, get film, get eyes on them, and give us more entertainment to watch football for sure. That's where I'm at with it. The more the merrier. I don't have any complaints.
It's destroyed bowl season, which
is good for me.
I'm fine with that, but it's just bowl season is kind of for the 2 schools to go to that bowl, like basically, like
it's not money.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch Ball State versus Vanderbilt.
Not great for the Panthers.
The mini care
when it comes to that the Mayo Bowl. Like,
say what now?
I said it's not great for like Charlotte and like the Mayo Bowl. Like, because
I'm sick of
North Carolina versus somebody. Like, I mean,
I'm tired of the K Vegas triad win top. Like, bro, it's
Minute
just,
Maid, Pre-Sun Bowl. Like, what, come on, man. And then it's like a team that's like 5-6.
We had a Snoop Dogg Bowl game this past season.
We did. I remember that. Yeah. And it's like teams that are under 500 too. It's like, why are they still playing? Like, it's okay to go home. Like, you didn't have a good year. And this rewards mediocre teams. I think actually, I'll tell you that this rewards mediocre SEC and Big Ten teams. That because it's not going to reward the 8-3 ACC team.
Yeah, you're getting a participation trophy pretty much.
Yeah, because you're still going to get steamrolled by whoever those top 4 or 6 teams are, more than likely because of the NIL and everything else. I think I saw that somebody's payroll in football coming up this year in the SEC is like $60 million or something. Like
$60 million.
Yeah, everyone's like, guess the school, and I'm like,
LSU,
either Alabama or Georgia. Probably LSU. Yeah, actually, it's probably LSU because they're just spending money like they don't know
Indiana spends a lot. I mean, I think people underestimate how much Indiana.
Actually Mark Cuban that just started for them, but there's a lot of.
Think they can run this back? Or was this like a 1-year deal with Indiana? You think they can run it back again?
It completely depends on Hoover.
Josh Hoover.
TCU. Like if he can get Josh Hoover right
and healthy,
they do have a chance. I think.
It's so weird.
Hoover's legit.
It's so weird to talk about Indiana being
how quick he built them up. I think is just the insane.
And I like the fact that they were really good the year before, so it wasn't like a flash in the pan. They just show up undefeated because Mark Cuban bought the team. No, he kind of what's his name? The
coach Mendoza.
Yeah, he brought half the JMU team with him to Indiana or whatever. Shout out to he didn't go with him, but shout out to Alonzo Barnett who was at JMU with him. Yeah, he's in the portal along with.
Speaking of JMU,
probably everybody else.
No, I think they built a lastable foundation. I think they keep
at Indiana. I think so. I feel much better if I had a bunch of 3- and 4-star guys that are going to like be hungry. Than have a lot like 10 5-star guys at the top of my roster that are looking for a paycheck next year someplace else. Because that's what it feels like it's starting to happen, where eyes are starting to shift to other places before you're even out of the season. Actually, that reminds me of Derek Dixon, the guard that transferred out of Carolina. He kind of let slip on a pod that Arizona had been talking to him all year. Like while he was at Carolina playing, he was like, Arizona was checking on me like throughout the year. And I'm like, I think that's illegal. I don't know in today's world if it's illegal.
There are no rules anymore.
I don't think it's illegal in the NIL world. The NIL world is not illegal. It's still the wild west right now. There's
you got to recruit your own team. Like
in season, like you're poaching players that you might see like in March or April, like against you. Like, and you've already been talking to him since like I know Arizona was recruiting him like out of high school too, and they just kept recruiting him apparently. And
Coach K and Roy Williams saw this coming. That's why they're not.
So I am with them because it's really hard as we're sitting there trying to figure out what Carolina's roster is going to be on Believe in Hills Hoops. This is the first year as a Carolina fan for me where I'm completely lost. Like I have no idea what to expect when they roll the ball out. Like I don't know what kind of offense they're going to play. I don't know who the guy should be. Like I don't know. I have no idea.
Terrence Brown. He's probably going to be.
Terrence Brown's nice. I saw the center Alex Sarmadov or whatever his name is, the Greek guy that he pulled out of the NBA draft. So
and the kid from Barcelona too is going to be like top 10 pick.
They're talking to some 7'6" dude from China too. They're supposed to be like the China Wimby or something. Like, I don't know. He's 7'6". Wow. His name is Zhao Zhu or something like that. But I saw yesterday that they're talking to him. And then the dude from Greece played with Neo Abdalis that came from Virginia Tech. They play on the same Greece national team. They land him. They land him and this 7'5" dude. Carolina's gonna be like the tallest team in Division I. They're gonna have like 5 dudes or something.
The kid at Virginia Tech reminds me of the guy. I forget his name, but the kid that played at BYU that went first round this past year. They look a lot like. 6'7" guard. On the Nets. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can see that. Abdalis is pretty good. He just didn't have a ton of help at Virginia Tech, so everybody can focus on him. Like
PJ was saying, he was really hot at the very beginning of the season. Like,
he was really good. He got a little banged up.
Yeah.
Didn't have a ton of help either. So I mean,
not much structure there either. But with a guy like Malone coaching him,
I was gonna say he's 6'9". I think he might actually play point guard for Malone. So I don't know. We'll see. So we'll stay in college basketball a little bit. I'm not going to take a break. We're just going to stay right here. I wanted to go to this article that my guy Skylar Callahan, if you're familiar with me and Believe in Panthers, Skylar Callahan was my partner on that pod, along with Jonathan Stewart for like 3 years, and then he stopped doing the Panther beat for SI, so he came off of Believe in Panthers and it just became me and Stu. But he still writes for Hornets on SI. Still the editor for that. Go check out this story he put up a day or two ago, basically asking, should the Charlotte Hornets pursue former number 1 pick Zion Williamson? And before I get to people saying, oh, he's always hurt, yada yada, Zion played 65 games last year.
He had a great year.
Did he propose the package? Did he propose?
He did, actually.
I want to hear what the trade is before I say yes or no.
He said the deal would be Miles Bridges, Grant Williams, the 18th pick in this year's draft for Zion, and the Pelicans' 9th pick. I believe is what it was.
Something's got to be missing.
I don't even know if that's
right.
That doesn't feel right.
If they can get Zion for that, I can't really say like
that's what I'm saying.
And get a 9th pick, upgrade your draft.
Well, his logic was that with Zion, it's new management and a new coaching staff with the Pelicans coming in from last year, and they kind of bottomed out. So, like, if they wanted to get some assets, Zion's the only thing they really have that they could get rid of and get something coming back pretty quick. Plus, you do have the whole injury history and everything with Zion. You got to get him out of New Orleans. Everything's fried in New Orleans. Get him out of New Orleans. He lost weight. He looked great last year.
New Orleans is unreal, man. Like, there's literally a place down there called Gus's that serves like frozen margaritas and stuff, and it's like a bar you can walk into, but it also has fried chicken and pizza, like that you can just like walk in off the street. Like it's an incredible place. Like
he's only 25. Yeah. He's only 25 years old. It feels like he's been in the league 10 years. He's 25. His stats, like he averaged 21 points last year, 5.7 rebounds, 3 assists. He's shooting 60% from the floor. Like, it doesn't sound so crazy. He's from Salisbury. Well, he was born in Salisbury. It says Salisbury.
And North Carolina guys have been good with the Hornets. We saw what Kobe did. It's been that. But I personally that package, we saw.
If they can get
there's
that
no
package,
way that. Yeah,
I'm double checking it right now to see if that's what.
I mean, Rudy Gobert went for like 4 first. Like, there's no way.
Take the 9th pick away. So Hornets receive Zion Williamson, Pelicans receive Miles Bridges, Grant Williams, the 18th pick in the 2026 draft. So the Hornets would still have the 14th pick if they did this. They would trade off that 18th pick. Miles and Grant are on expiring contracts, so you're gonna have to deal with them at the end of the season anyway. Miles and Grant, to a degree, are kind of aged out of the core of the Hornets. Like, Miles is what, 28, 29?
Also, Miles has off the court stuff that I think the Hornets would like to get away from.
They'd like to probably get away from it. They're the only ones that really gave him a shot after all that happened. And I think a lot of people moved on from it. And I think he has too, which is great. But I don't know if Jeff Peterson has Miles in the long-term plans for the Hornets. Like, it doesn't seem like it.
He's kind of your veteran
upgrade for sure. Like,
he's kind of your veteran tradable piece.
Miles, and Grant Williams too. Grant came on this year with the threes, especially, and he's a good veteran to have in the locker room too. But if you can get Zion for 2 expiring contracts and the 18th pick in the draft, like,
I just don't see the Pelicans taking.
I think you have to add more.
I would think the Pelicans would want more.
They're going to want way more than that.
I would think you probably need to give him the 14th pick too.
Because I mean, we're talking about he has had an all-star season. Like, he showed he could be healthy this year.
I would rather, if I was the Pelicans, I would rather run it back one more year with Zion, and then like if he has another great year, then trade him, because it shows he can be healthy 2 years in a row. His trade value probably goes up.
If I'm the Hornets, man, my bad, Ryan. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead. No, you're good.
I was going to say, if I can trade that package for like a Jared Allen, I'm doing that, because to be honest, Zion doesn't address the issue of what they actually need. It's a sexy pick. It makes them probably one of the more fun teams, maybe the most fun team to watch. But
oh my God, the NBA League Pass for the Hornets if Zion was over there.
Yeah, I mean,
we've seen the logs from him and Melo.
It would be insane. We've seen it. And, they're familiar with each other. They've competed against each other. They're at the same.
Since like high school, middle school, right? Like,
So I get that part of it and the draw and the excitement, but it's also like you still need to fill a need in the middle, though.
Now you do have Kalkbrenner, who was 4-time Defensive Player of the Year in the Big East, and he just needs more time to develop. And you do have Musa, but that's it. You don't really have anything else, and that's what got exposed in that playing game. They don't have any kind of thing in the middle. Zion is a better version of Miles in terms of
easily
driving to the cup. And because, like, I think I just saw in here, he had a career high 79 No, wait. He attempted 69% of his field goal attempts at the rim.
Three better defense.
He's also, if you put him in the middle of that offense, like let him operate around the free throw line, he's going to create a lot of open threes.
He is.
Yeah, he drive and kick. Like, and if you don't, he's just going to dunk on you. Now, I've been an advocate since he was at Duke. I was like, he can't play at whatever weight it was. I think he got up to 285 at one point, and he's what? How tall is Zion? 6'5"?
No, he's like 6'8", 6'7".
Yeah, I think he's 6'7".
Okay, so
he's down back to that, like close to that Duke weight now. For
all right, because if he's down to like 240, 235, somewhere in there, where he doesn't lose explosiveness, because I'm worried about longevity with him in his legs. Like
he looked good this year. Like
he looked good this year. That's why I was like, okay, last year I wouldn't have entertained this. This year I'm like, okay, we see what Charlotte has.
Can you do it 2 years in a row? Because he has had two really good seasons, but they've been spaced apart. But
it's also like the determination, like when you see a player go back home and go to a team that's more so trending up, like you kind of get that rejuvenated second win to play. For sure.
Center would be lit if they got Zion over here.
But like the sitters they have now, I feel like is not developing as quick as that young core is. Like the way Khan hit the ground running, I don't think anybody saw. We see Miller, like they are ready to go now.
If they did it, it'd be you're talking LaMelo, a starting five: LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Con Knipple, Zion, and Musa.
Probably, yeah.
Like, what is that?
Unless they get a center in this draft and some.
My second question with that, say they keep that 18th pick, how do you feel about Henry Vassar at 18?
He doesn't excite me.
Too raw. I mean,
I mean, 7 foot. He shot 50% for three. Like,
I would honestly, if they keep, I would honestly them try to trade up into the top 10 and get Lindeborg.
Ooh, yes.
From Michigan, because I know it doesn't address the shot blocking, but it's a 4. You can move on from Miles Bridges regardless. I think Lindeborg is the guy they should really try to target. But
they're projecting him to go to the dang Thunder. I don't know. I mean, you could play smaller though. Like the Raptors don't have a 5, and we saw that was like very effective. We've seen small ball work,
to a certain point, but then you're going to run into Spurs or the Thunder or even the Knicks, or they have size. Like
the 3 teams that are left, they all
have size. Yeah, so it's like you kind of need. I'm trying to think somebody in the draft would be middle round first that the Hornets should go after. That would be like
maybe the interesting guy is I was the kid that didn't play much at Kentucky this year. Quaintance.
Jaden Quaintance. Yeah,
he's the interesting one because he's only 19.
And he's 6'10", 6'11". Missed a year, didn't have a great year, and is still a lottery pick. Says a lot.
I'm hoping. I haven't heard anything yet about the Hornets re-signing Kobe White, but I know both sides want that to happen. They wouldn't have traded for him if they weren't going to have him in their long-term plans. And Kobe actually becomes the veteran on that roster because Kobe's like 27, 28. So, which is nuts thinking about it. But because I remember him playing in the Josh Lovell Classic, as a 17-year-old, a billion years ago, scoring 40 points over at Dudley, and now he's the elder statesman over with the Hornets or whatnot. But we'll keep an eye on this Zion Williams situation.
A team that I do think should pursue Zion heavily is the Bulls.
Really?
Because it's been, when was the last time the Bulls had a star?
I mean, Derrick
Rose, yeah.
Zach LaVine, maybe? Zach LaVine? Like,
I mean, it depends on definition of a star for real.
I mean, like a household name.
Yeah,
Yeah, Derrick Rose.
Probably Derrick Rose. Yeah, I was going to say maybe Zach LaVine, but people wouldn't be able to name him like if they saw him in Walmart.
Early though.
Yeah,
he was Jimmy Butler yet. We weren't calling him.
Yeah, kind of.
Jimmy but Butler. The Bulls, man, I don't know. That's not a situation I'd want to dive into.
I'm not saying Zion should want to go there.
Yeah,
the Bulls should want Zion. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
I would be remiss, and I've said it before. People probably like he's gone a whole hour on a sports show in North Carolina, has not talked about the fact that the Carolina Hurricanes are in the Stanley Cup. It's because I don't watch hockey, and I've always said that I don't really report on stuff I don't watch. So like I don't really. I know they're playing. I think it's Vegas, Golden Knights.
Yeah,
and I think game 1 is Tuesday on ABC. So we did get that in there. That we are following the Canes, but I think this is my last show until like late July. So I didn't really want to get too deep into it and have to learn all this and watch them go off and win like after the show is over, like win the whole thing.
They're looking, yeah, like
they've been good all year.
They look good. I think they've only lost one game in the playoffs.
It was game one of this of this Eastern Conference Finals where they were off for like 11 days or whatever, and then finally played.
This is a long time coming, man. Yeah.
I hope they lose game one. So that their betting price goes better.
And this has been a great year in North Carolina for professional sports. Like the
Low
Panthers
key.
made the playoffs, took the Rams to the last minute and change. Like Charlotte was off the chain that night. Like you could feel it through the TV. Like the TV felt like it was doing this. Like especially the last, like the fourth quarter. The Hornets get to the play-in game and were the hottest team in the NBA the last half of the season, and everyone was talking about them. Like to the point where they were like leading segments on First Take and stuff. Like by the time we got to like March, and now you got the Carolina Hurricanes in the Stanley Cup for the first time since 2006. And
the soccer team made the playoffs too.
Oh yeah, Charlotte
FC. Yeah. So like there's a whole lot of just good stuff going on, which I'm not used to. Like living here, this never happens. I was trying to think.
It makes you appreciate it.
When was the last time the Hornets and the Panthers and the Canes were all good at the same time? Like I can't remember it. Like I don't remember when it was.
We're in the early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah, it's been a
Duke got to the Final Four, right? Yeah, Duke got to the Final
Duke got the Elite Eight.
Elite Eight. Duke had a good year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been a really good year in sports.
He has a decent shot to make the College World Series. I mean,
they're looking good.
Yeah. So everything was.
We got Mike Malone, Bill Belichick here.
Oh God, you had to bring up.
Yeah, you can get rid of that Bill Belichick joint.
I just saw the quarterback that transferred in from Western Carolina right back in the portal. Like he even
changed his mind.
He was like, I've seen enough here. I'm out.
He said that's enough of this crazy shit.
He said I can't deal with this anymore. I'm out of here, Bill. We haven't even started practice yet. No, I'm gone. I don't know if I'm going to watch any Carolina football this year, Rod. Like I don't think I can.
Yeah, I didn't get season tickets. I told you this year.
You did tell me that, which I was shocked.
This is the first time in like 15 years I haven't had season tickets.
I have another friend that said the same thing, actually.
Wow. This is going the wrong way. This is going the wrong direction from what Carolina wanted. Like if they just wanted the people to talk about them and the publicity, they got all that. I don't think this team is going to be better than the team from last year.
What I really can't understand, and I don't know if they pursued him or not, but like Alonzo Barnett, whenever he plays in Kenan Stadium, he goes absolutely insane.
Yeah.
He won a state championship there. He torched UNC there last year.
Yep.
I don't know if they pursued him or not. And if, quite frankly, knowing his family, I'm sure they would not want him to play in that situation currently.
Probably not.
I think Mac Brown had him on his radar.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mac Brown had him on his radar, but there was a whole bunch of controversy with recruits from Mac Brown and so-called Belichick and Lombardi recruits. So there's a whole bunch of insider information I got on that crap, man. But that's a whole nother story.
I mean, they overpaid for Gio Lopez last year. He got.
He's what at Wake? He's at Wake.
Well, Lombardi's an idiot.
They didn't want him initially.
Look, Lombardi is the type of guy who, if you get it out there that he wants a kid from Tennessee or Tennessee wants a certain kid, that kid may only be a 3-star player. Lombardi will go after him and pay him money without even watching film and doing some real investigating of this kid just to get him to come to Carolina. Just idiotic stuff, man. Just stuff like that.
Trying to buy players. Yeah,
I don't know what I think Gio Lopez was going to be.
Bro, they should have did what Michigan did with Bryce Underwood and
a big test is going to be what Gio does over at Wake Forest this year too.
That's true.
Because I see people comparing Wake to Carolina. Like, well, Wake didn't need all this time to get together. You know, they jumped out the gate and did it the right way, which I kind of expected them to do. I kind of expected the circus at Carolina. Like, I didn't think Bill Belichick wasn't good the last couple of years in New England. Like, so why would he all of a sudden be good in this world where everyone's trying to figure out this new frontier? You bring in this 74-year-old man to basically hire people, to pay people to come out on the field, and it all feels disjointed. Like nothing feels like it's together.
You bring a 74-year-old guy who has his brain fried by a 25-year-old. I mean, it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. You can't make this stuff.
We couldn't get out without a Jordan Hudson reference. Now, I will say this year, instead of Carolina, and of course, I've been adopted by A&T and I produce their football, so I'm with them every Saturday. But I think I'm going to adopt the Virginia Tech Hokies. We got dudes over there. Like, we got dudes. My guy Bryce Baker that came
Absolutely
through
not.
Last week before last. We saw Bryce came through.
Yep.
Quayshawn
2 weeks
Brown
ago.
transfer there from Duke.
that was
We
a
got
big
Eagles over there. Like we got East Forsyth kids over there. So
I get it.
I'm hoping the one thing that made me upset with Belichick and Carolina is that they never even put Bryce on the field. Like they did like 3-4 of the quarterbacks, and Bryce might have the best arm out of all of them, and he just never played. Like it's like why?
Well, that goes back to him being a Mac Brown recruit. It's a circus over there. They weren't getting the best players. It was all political. Well, we didn't
trot him out like he's your first recruit at a Carolina basketball game. If you're not even going to play him, like that's confusing to me. I don't understand it. He trotted him out there like. We kept Bryce. We kept Bryce Baker, and everyone's like, "Hey!" And then he just never even in downtime, like when they were winning games or getting the break speed off of them, they could have put him in, and they just never did. And me and you, we know, Rob, we've heard all this stuff. Yeah, that kind of stuff led to him leaving. And shout out.
Well, I wanted him out of there. When Mac Brown was first leaving, I didn't want him there. When Mac Brown was leaving, I said, man, don't go to Carolina. But he loved Carolina, and I understand that. But it's the football is a business now in college. So, he's adapting to the business, and I think he's going to do well because he also has an assistant quarterbacks coach in Virginia Tech who used to be a former East Forsyth quarterback.
That's right.
Well.
That's right. So, we're deep up there. So shout out to Blacksburg. Actually, I think they're talking about trying to coordinate something one Saturday for all of us to go up there and watch them play. So
let's do it.
We'll see. Yeah. Hopefully it's on a bye week for A&T and I can get out there too. Because I don't think I've been to Blacksburg before.
Oh, I haven't either.
I've heard elite college football atmosphere.
I heard it's beautiful up there. Yeah, when Sandman starts playing, they come in. Yeah, okay, I want to do it. We got to get out of here. Shout out to Ryan for stepping in for PJ, who
good to see you, Ryan.
Time to comment on the show. But PJ, you could just put the phone up in the bleachers and just join in, But he's busy. He's working. Shout out to Ryan and his engagement. Like I said,
congratulations, brother.
I think it's the last rundown for the season, and Desmond Johnson's show stopped like a week or two ago, so I think I'm good. I don't know if anybody's noticed. I'm trying to grow a beard. Like I
see it coming in.
Yes, it's kind of sort of coming in, dude. I'm so itchy right now. Like I can't focus. I've never grown a beard in my life. I'm 48.
I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too itchy.
My wife is like, try it. And I finally relented and decided to go ahead. And so I don't know. Maybe next time y'all see me, I'm gonna be like out like all over the place. So, or I'm just gonna shave it all off. Let's see if I can make it. But shout out to Cardinal Plumbing and Drain Services. You will see them a lot next year. They are a title sponsor on Tobacco Road Sports Radio, and again, they are the official plumber of the Charlotte Hornets radio network in the Triad for 2026-2027. So if you have any plumbing needs, make sure you give them a call. They service the entire Triad. We will see you guys when we see you. Check out all the stuff. Game 7 tonight, Western Conference Finals, Spurs and Thunder. Stanley Cup Final, Game 1, Tuesday night, 8 o'clock on ABC with your Carolina Hurricanes.